I was doubting if my scissor would be that good, but yeah, it's pretty good.
That's good.
All right, everyone, let's begin. Please repeat after me.
What's up, everybody? I'm Shitanshu from Dream Abroad. I've been away from YouTube for quite a while now, actually a few months. But I thought, what could be a better video to make a comeback than my citizenship vlog? So yes, this video is about my big day tomorrow. And because you have been a part of this beautiful journey for 5 years now, I want you to be a part of my big day tomorrow. So this video is not just going to be interesting, but at the same time it would be very informational, because if you have to go through this process in the future, I'll tell you what exactly happens in the ceremony as we go through it tomorrow. And then apart from that, I'll tell you about my timelines, what next. And if you stay till the last, I'll also discuss about a bonus tip that will help you a lot in your citizenship journey. As you can see, I'm so charged up and excited for tomorrow, but I guess it would have been more memorable if it was an in-person ceremony. But because it's an online ceremony, we need to get that vibe in home. The most crucial thing, which is not mandatory, but I think it's very important, to have some Canadian flags around you, isn't it? So I was thinking of setting those flags here on this wall, because this is a blue wall and the white and red flag would pop out. It would be easy to shoot that ceremony as well. But then now I'm thinking that, this area here would be much better. Just above the fireplace, probably I would find something of similar size that would match this. I don't know. I need to go out. Actually, I remember finding something in Dollarama, but I need to check it out. If that was only around 1st of July, or is it on the regular days as well? Let's go out and then get some Canadian flags. So I think it looks pretty good now, but something seems to be missing. Like just the flag enough might not be that good. So let's just use the other flags also. I don't know how I'm gonna use them, but let's try. While this big flag is the key here, I don't want to overdo it. I just want it to look elegant. So I've got this pampas grass, which always looks beautiful. And let's just try using these small flags. I hope it will add to its beauty. So I think it looks much more elegant now. Not too much overdone. At the same time, not underdone as well. What do you guys think? Is it looking good? I'm all set for tomorrow, the big day. Okay, so the big day is here that I've been waiting for since so long. So actually we were supposed to wear business attires that was recommended in the email. So I thought of wearing something white and red, which would actually match the flag, because I've seen some pictures, it looks pretty good in pictures actually. But then it was looking way too bold and way too flashy, so I thought I would stick with something more decent. Some important things here. Of course, it's an online oath ceremony, so I've got my laptop fully charged. Then I have got a pair of scissors as well. Now I'll tell you why we need this, because we need to cut our PR cards. So I've got some other documents here as well with me. My Indian passport, which would become obsolete in just a couple of hours from now. My PR card that I would need to cut. And then my driver's license. Probably one of these two would be required. This is a photo ID. So either the passport or the driver's license would be required. I don't think the Indian passport would be required as such. And I'm going to cut this PR card with my own hands in just a few minutes from now. So I've logged in into the Zoom invite. It's been around 25 minutes or so, and I'm waiting for the host to join the call. Hopefully it should be very soon. So after waiting for around half an hour, the host finally arrived, and now we have been sent to the pre-registration room. In the email that we got, there was a seat number that was assigned to everyone. So my seat number is 130. So I believe there would be around 150 to 200 people in this complete ceremony. And everyone is supposed to open their cameras. So that's the reason why I am shooting it from this side, so you don't see anyone's face here, to respect everyone's privacy. That's the reason why we were not supposed to shoot this ceremony. And I'm taking full precautions. I'm just facing the laptop away from the camera, so everyone's privacy is respected. 1 hour 15 minutes and I'm still waiting. So I thought, let me just sit for a few minutes, because I was standing for quite a while. And Actually, I know why it is taking so long, because they need to talk to everyone individually. So before me, there will be 129 people because my seat number is 130. They talk to everyone individually because they need to verify everyone's identity and also cut their PR cards and maybe give some instructions as well. So I'm just waiting, maybe a few more minutes.
Wonderful. And then may I see your PR card?
Yeah.
And may I see the back of your PR card?
Sure.
Wonderful. I'm going to ask you to please cut that card in half on screen where I can see it.
You can see it, right? Okay. I was doubting if my scissor would be that good, but yeah, it's pretty good.
That's good.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to keep those pieces until your certificate arrives, okay?
Sure.
Excellent. All right. That's all for the registration. I'll move you to the ceremony room. We just have about 10 more people to register, and then we'll get started with the oath.
I'm glad. Thank you so much. So I cut my PR card into 2 pieces, and now I'm just waiting for the oath ceremony. Pretty exciting. Actually, it feels pretty nostalgic as well because I worked so hard to get this PR card and now I'm cutting it in half. But of course, it is for the Canadian passport. Something which would still look like this but would be much more powerful.
This ceremony will be held predominantly in English. Based on the language preference of today's candidates for citizenship, we will now proceed with the oath of citizenship. Would you please raise your right hand in this manner?
All right, everyone, let's begin. Please repeat after me. I swear that I will be faithful everyone. Félicitations à tous. You are all now Canadian citizens. Vous êtes maintenant citoyens canadiens tout le monde. Bravo, you did such a fantastic job. So if you wouldn't mind joining me in a very big virtual round of applause, this is how we clap virtually for my entire team. Now your hands should be shaking very vigorously. You've worked really hard for this to happen and you're all now Canadian citizens. Congratulations to you all once again. Félicitations à tous and welcome to the Canadian family. Bienvenue dans la famille canadienne tout le monde.
This is their way of online clapping because officially all of us who were there in the call are Canadian citizens now. Why am I still clapping online? Probably a few more formalities and then I'll come and talk to you.
With glowing hearts we see thee rise, though true nor strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, King our land, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
So the oath ceremony is almost done, and to remember this special occasion, we'd be given around 1 minute time so that we can take selfies with the judge. I'm all excited for it. Okay, I've taken many selfies from almost all the angles. I'm sure I would find at least one of them which is pretty good. Okay guys, so the ceremony is almost over. There are 2 takeaways. First of all, we can download an app through which we would get 1 year free access to all the national parks and the museums, so that's cool. And secondly, we have to sign an acknowledgement form which confirms that yes, we have taken this oath, so that they can send the citizenship certificate to us. Okay, now before I go out to celebrate this moment, I want to talk about the feeling actually, because I made a couple of videos earlier about it, why I was not applying the Canadian citizenship earlier, why I delayed it for maybe 1.5 years or so, because I was not very sure. It was very emotional for me actually. I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but it was like that for me. Because now when I'm the Canadian citizen, I am no longer an Indian citizen. So this Indian passport is no longer valid now, which was quite disappointing. Actually, India should allow dual citizenship for all of the NRIs who want to be a citizen of any other country. For example, Pakistan allows dual citizenship. So any Pakistan citizen actually wants to get the Canadian citizenship so they can keep both the passports, which would really be cool. And because we're talking about the feelings now, let me tell you something which is very personal. Actually, something that I realized during this journey, that passport is just a piece of paper. While Canada is in my heart, India would always be my soul. Okay, having said that, let's just talk about the two last points and then we'll wrap this video. Number one, the next steps, and number two, about the complete timelines. So, next steps. As I told you before, we would be required to sign that acknowledgement form, email that across, and then in 2 to 4 weeks time we'd be getting a paper certificate. The citizenship certificate would be in the paper format. Now there's a small clause here. We've been told that now people who apply after January 2023, they do get an option to select the e-certificate, and if they select that, that should be pretty quick. They should be able to get their e-certificates in 3 to 4 days time. But for the paper certificates, it would take around 2 to 4 weeks time. However, I have got to know from some of my friends before that people usually get even the paper certificate in just 3 to 4 days time. So that should not be a problem for anyone. Once you have the certificate with you, of course, the next step is something you know about: applying the Canadian passport. All this hassle was for only that piece of paper. Although this also is a piece of paper only, but the other piece of blue paper that you're gonna get after your ceremony oath, just like I did today, would be much more powerful, because the last time I checked, we can travel visa-free to around 176 countries around the world. Wow, I just can't imagine. And as I go through this process, I'll make a detailed video on how to apply your Canadian passport after you get the citizenship certificate. So you should definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. Well, okay, so now we are in the last part of the video where I'm going to talk about my timelines. So I applied the Canadian citizenship around March of 2022. So it took me almost 14 months to complete this journey from start till the end. So back in March 2023, when I applied for the passport, the estimated processing times was actually 24 months. So I was very scared because April 2024, my Indian passport was expiring. I did not want it to get into the hassle of renewing my Indian passport and then getting the Canadian passport as well. So I'm somebody who's very impatient. I used to check my emails and my citizenship tracker literally on a daily basis. But it was eventually only after 11 months that I got my citizenship test request. Somewhere in mid of February, I cleared the test on 1st of March. And then somewhere around mid of April, I got this confirmation that my test would be scheduled for 10th of May. So around 9 to 10 weeks time from the date when I passed the citizenship test to the date when I took my citizenship oath today. So that was all my timeline. If you're still watching this video till the end, so there's a bonus for you, as I told you in the starting of this video. So I actually joined a Facebook group which is nothing to do with me as such. It's not a Dream Abroad group. I joined this Canada Citizenship Test group, and I tell everybody who asks me about it that this group was very helpful. It's a Facebook group, so you can go on to join this group because there are many people who are sailing in the same boat who have applied, and you'd get answers to many of your queries through this group. People regularly update about their statuses. People regularly update about the citizenship test and also about their complete citizenship journey as such. like the application process. So if you have any questions, I think this group would be very helpful. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful journey so far. I really love you all. I'm back to YouTube now, and hopefully I will be making many more videos. That's it for today.